that you are a successful person who can continue to achieve great things, there is a second thing to do. Although we are not going to do it right here or right now, but it is when you get home, do this, please, because this will really open up a whole avenue of self-esteem that you might have closed down. Is to list 100 or more of your life successes. They can be big, they can be small. They don't have to be tremendously great big things. You might have to dig deep in order to do that, but that's good. Get to the 100 is the point. Now, we're not going to do that today, but I would really love if you did do it. You will be amazed at how you feel afterwards. And remember what Jack Canfield said. The truth is that we all have many more victories than failures. It's just that we set the bar too high that we call success. So don't set that bar too high. Just list 100 of anything that you feel. Learning to ride a bike is a big deal when you're a little kid. It's a huge deal. So I'm going to give you the first 5 just to help you out. You were born. You learned to sit up. You learned to crawl. You learned to walk. You learned to talk. That's 5 right there. So you have 95. So boom, you got 5 of them right there. I want to start this one. And so when you get this list finished, you have this handy list that keep it where you can see it at your desk, in your office, at home, wherever you spend time. Because when you're feeling kind of down, you let it bolster you up, because it will. It's uplifting. It's uplifting. And when you're not feeling too successful, or let it give you the confidence and the courage when you're about to begin something new. When you're about to embark upon something that might be frightening, change, scares the ego. Now let us spend a couple of minutes on the other success principle today. This is practicing uncommon appreciation. How better to acknowledge success than to be grateful for where you are? And to those who have been on this journey with you, and that includes, of course, yourself. You've been on the journey with you. So be grateful. How often are we appreciative of our own self? Mother Teresa once said, "There is more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than bread." We know that like attracts like. So the more we are in the state of appreciation and gratitude, the more we will attract people and circumstances to be grateful for. It's the way it works. This is the way it works. That's absolute. When we are appreciating what we have, instead of focusing and complaining about what we don't have, we open ourselves to receive more of that divine good that is always flowing around. You see people, they're always like, good things are happening. Why are good things always happening in their lives? Because they have got to the point of appreciation, of positivity. They have knocked out all that victim stuff, and they've moved into empowerment. And each and every one of us can do that. It's not just for a few, it's for all of us. And when we open up, it's an upward spiral of good that we continue to increase in our lives. And that is how it works. That is, and we don't just practice it, we do it. We do it. Appreciation is twofold. It's for ourselves and for others. You might have heard me tell this story before, but it is so powerful, it's worth sharing again. David Stevens, formerly of the Dallas Morning News, tells a story about Frank Szymanski, a Notre Dame center in the 1940s, who had been called in as a witness in a civil suit court case in South Bend, Indiana. "Are you on the Notre Dame team this year?" the judge asked. "Yes, Your Honor," he said. What's your position? Center, Your Honor. How good a center are you? Szymanski squirmed in his seat for a moment, but then said firmly, "Sir, I am the best center that Notre Dame ever had." The coach, Frank Leary, who was in the courtroom, was surprised. Szymanski had always been modest and unassuming. So when the proceedings were over, he took Szymanski aside and asked him why he had made such a bold statement. Szymanski blushed, and then he said, "I had to do it, Coach. I was under oath." So, for all of us to be under oath for the rest of our lives, can we be self-honesty, be our own magnificent self, the positive qualities that we have, and the wonderful accomplishments that we have achieved, be grateful for them. Let that gratitude fill your heart. In Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes writes, "I shall not lie to myself anymore, but shall daily speak the truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous." Are we doing that every day? Take the time to appreciate yourself, and also take the time to appreciate others. And what if you set your intention to offer appreciation to others every day? What if you recorded every time you appreciated someone, and commit to not going to bed at night until you have appreciated 10 things in your life? Just that attitude of gratitude is amazing how it spirals upwards. It's amazing, and you attract more good into your life. And I wonder what kind of impact that would have on us. And you never know until you try it. So, my friends, I'm going to cut this other thing out because I want to get to the end of this. It's so good. I love it. I love this whole series on success, if you didn't know. All right. So, my friends, live your life in a state of appreciation and gratitude, and celebrate your successes. There are two powerful attractors to the experiencing of the life you deserve and the life that you desire to live. These are two: appreciation and gratitude. Just remember those two qualities. And let me leave you with a little story. A new young monk arrives at a monastery. He is assigned to helping the other monks in copying the old canons and laws of the church by hand. He notices, however, that all of the monks are copying from copies, not one from an original manuscript. So the new monk goes to the head abbot, to question this, pointing out that if someone made even the smallest error in the first copy, it would never be picked up. In fact, the error would be continued in all of the subsequent copies. So the head monk says, "We've been copying from copies for centuries. But you make a good point, my son." So the head coach goes down to the dark caves underneath the monastery where the original manuscript is locked up in this vault that hasn't been opened for over 100 years. Hours go by. Nobody sees the old abbot. So the young monk gets worried. And he goes downstairs to look for him, and there he finds him. He sees him banging his head against the wall. His forehead was bloody and bruised. And he's crying uncontrollably. The young man asks the old abbot, "What's wrong, Father?" With a choking voice, the old abbot replies, "Oh, no, no, no. They got it wrong, the word. They got the word wrong. It's celebrate."
There's a party going on right here, a celebration We're gonna celebrate and have a good time.
Let's celebrate.
Celebration. Let's go and celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Celebrate good times, come on.
It's a celebration.
Yeah. Celebrate good times, come on.
It's a celebration.
I just learned this last night.
Thank you, Ginger. That's
You don't know the next verse,
I just got those good old
Maybe
verses. You want to do it? Okay. You get the picture. You get the picture. It's to celebrate and to appreciate the good in life. How do you feel now? I feel great. So, thank you, and I really do encourage all of us to continue this celebration of life, to continue it every day without fail. Without fail. So it is.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. We'll celebrate.